All right, this is Uptick Updates, episode 15. Brian, how has your week been?
Pretty good, John. Good to see you again. Yeah,
Yeah,
we have been busy and we released some features. Yeah, I'd like to introduce to you today.
yeah. Thanks for making time for being on the show. I guess the biggest feature I want to hear about is the collection feature. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So this is a long waiting feature because well, this is very important to the creators, artists, photographers, because in the past when they try to publish their NFT on Uptick platform, most of them are waiting for a collection feature. Because collection is basically you can consider it's a container, right? It's a holder to hold the NFTs under the same subject. So that's very important to categorize the NFT of a creator. So, but on the technology side, in the Cosmos ecosystem, IRISNet, they don't have a default collection type of NFT supported.
Really?
So it's like in Ethereum, it's a ERC 1155. So it's considered as a collection of NFT.
Yeah.
And it's only it's on most Ethereum-based or marketplace, right? Like OpenSea.
Yeah.
By default, you are issuing 1155. So in the Cosmos ecosystem, there's no such standard by default. So it's an open format for us to do. So in the past year, so we're using the default NFT standard, which is considered similar to the ERC 721. So it's a unique NFT per itself. So now we need to have just like another layer. So we have a top layer as a holder, right? So then we can put an individual NFT into this holder. So that's considered as a collection. So the collection, we can follow certain format that defined in ERC 1155. At the same time, we also can define some extra metadata attributes by ourselves to make sure it's compatible. Yeah, so that's why. So there are some technology development behind it. It's not just on application level to utilize a certain standard. So that's why it took us quite a lot of time. So we mentioned it in early this year, right? So after that, we because we have also a lot of other things going on. So the team is kind of in the research state to figure out what's the best way to define the collection in Cosmos ecosystem. At the same time, make sure it's compatible for the future interoperability with like OpenSea or other platforms. So I'm glad we are here. So we launched this feature last week on the web version and also on the mobile app version. Yeah.
Nice. And no problems, right? It's running smoothly.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth. So because the whole team, basically we spend about 1 month to develop and test because it's a new type added into the platform, but actually it will affect everything, all the logics behind it. For example, if we have a exclusive sale bundle, right? So we have a discount bundle. So we need to change all these to fit into this collection model. So so this is a major change. So I'm glad we're here. There might be some minor bugs fine here and there, but so far it's okay. So I'm also encourage people to tell us what they find.
That's good. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, like you said, I've seen it around on other platforms, and I was thinking, it should just be turning a couple keys or it should be super easy. But you're saying because it's on Cosmos and it hadn't been developed, that was just like an oversight. They never thought of having collections when they developed it.
basically NFT is just a non-fungible token. So it's an open standard. It has a metadata section to make it unique, but actually nobody really define what's for this metadata section. So that's one thing. So this is why a lot of platform, they claim they have a collection, or they have an NFT, but in terms of the metadata, maybe they are not compatible, right? So they're not the same. So that's one issue. ERC 721 is more standard. It's just like a default token with some actual attributes in the metadata. It's easy to define and easy to understand. But for the collection part, is more complicated. So actually, a collection part is more like a market-driven things, because when people find they need such kind of container to hold a list of NFT, so they want, and also they want this data structure and relationship in the metadata be on-chain. It's not on the centralized server, so it will create an actual layer of a logic to support it. So that's why I think it took a while for a lot of platform to really support it, because the ERC 1155 is a standard on ERC EVM world. So for other blockchain, in order to support it, so they need to develop actual logic, actual attributes, and this will also cost them. If they define it, it will also cost them a period of time to test it out, and also even upgrade the mainnet if they want to make it a default. So yeah, that took a lot of time. In the Cosmos ecosystem, so we can define the collections. So by ourselves to using the current structure of NFT module, but in order to make it more compatible with ERC world, so it took us a lot of time. That's why, at the beginning of this project, we also said we'll continue working on this metadata standard, right? So interoperability. So this is something behind the scene. So yeah, it took a while, because this kind of thing actually affect the lower level data structure a lot, and not only the on-chain part, but also the server side, a centralized server side part. So, and also if we make it ready, we want to make sure it's compatible, right? So that's why it took a lot of time to really consider it and design it. So implementation is a straightforward thing, but we don't want to redo it in the future, because this will affect a lot of NFT assets.
Yeah, I think a lot of NFT artists could kind of learn from that story, right? It's good to put, do the hard work in the beginning and be persistent, never give up, and then in the future you'll be a lot better off. Do you have any message for the artists and I guess anyone in the industry? The market's been kind of down lately. What do you?
I think right now the market is kind of well, people call it in the bear market, but I think this for the project like us, I think it's a good time to build. So I think this is same thing for the good artist or creators. So because it's not a quick sale, right, for something. So if we are all looking for the long-term value, this actually is a best time we can really work together and grow together. Right. So because in the upcoming, sooner or later, the bull market, the price will go up, and also the NFT works will go up. So that's why, of course, the project itself who's supporting this business should go up. So yeah, we're on the same boat. I think it's a good time to sit together to discuss what you want and what we can support to basically make everything ready, right? ready to go.
Yeah.
So even like in the traditional world, right? So the artist should not just based on the market price to make their works, right? So actually, it's the other way around. So it's based on the passion and the inspiration from their heart or the place they're living, the people they're facing. So that's the real value of the artwork, right? Yeah, I think that if we share similar vision like this, so actually we are doing the same thing. The difference is that we are using the coding, right? We are using the code and technology to make a artwork. You are using the innovation, right, and the skills to design the NFT artwork. So we are doing the same thing. So I think this is a good timing to make people try to cool down a little bit and to think about the real value, why they want to participate, and what kind of features, what kind of support they want, and especially really understand the NFT market, right? So as I said last time, I keep saying this NFT market is a kind of a new business model for the creators. It's not a new e-commerce site, just sell and go. So I think this is a good period of time to sit together, to discuss, and to support each other, to make all of us be ready for the next upturn.
Yeah, that's good advice. I think, never give up. Some quotes that come to mind I've heard recently, like your net worth is your network, or your network is your net worth. So you got to always be building up collectors and getting people interested in your work. And I think, like you said, you can't be a part-time artist if you want to be really, really successful. It's got to be the main passion in your life. So consistently churning out work, whether it's you're getting paid or not, in the end, it'll pay off. Just never give up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that Uptick has their own validator node for IRISNet. Is that true?
Oh yeah, actually, because the first version of Uptick Marketplace is building on the IRISNet and using IRISNet as a layer 1 solution. So we actually have several full nodes running in order to support this marketplace. And also I mentioned last time, we really actually we're launching Uptick network testnet right now, and also maybe upgrade to mainnet in the future. So basically we want to make this kind of multi-chain economy model into the practice. So that's why we also create a validator on IRISNet ecosystem in order to support people who is running the IRISNet to using the IRIS token for now. So give them another way to receive some interest. But most important part is, this is a way to help us to quantify for example, we invite people to vote to delegate in Uptick node on IRISNet. So this is a good way to show your support, right? If you don't want to sell the token now, if you want to hold it, so you can stake on any nodes to receive interest from that. But if you support us, you will receive another level of meaning, because we have Uptick marketplace running in the IRISNet ecosystem. So frankly, I think it's the biggest application running on top of that. Even this marketplace is the biggest one in the whole Cosmos ecosystem. So another level of meaning is if you support Uptick node, it's a way for us to quantify the supporters. So that's another way to distribute future airdrop to those supporters.
Nice. That's great.
Actually, I really invite people to join us.
Yeah. Is there a Medium article like explaining how to do that, or has that not been written up yet?
Not be written yet, but well, it's a very straightforward thing. So even on the Capital wallet, if you go to the IRISNet wallet, so the staking part, if you click on the staking, it will jump into the staking page. You can select the node you want to support. And also on the IRISNet official mobile wallet, the Rainbow wallet. So you can very easily to select which node you want to stake or be the delegator on that node. So we will publish a simple instruction early next week.
Sounds good. Sounds good. There's one more thing I was going to ask about. Could you talk a little bit about IRISNet? When I'm talking to some people that they don't know much about the coin, maybe explain why you made the strategic relationship with them. Just briefly, what is IRISNet?
Well, actually, IRISNet team is very close to the Cosmos core team. They are the key contributor, one of the key contributors to the Tendermint engine. So it's very cool. And also the IRISNet was launched even before the Cosmos mainnet was launched several years ago. So I actually really trust their technology. So that's why like 2 years ago, when we tried to migrate from our Ethereum solution to the Cosmos, so IRISNet becomes our strategic partner. So because IRISNet, they also position themselves as a hub to support the interoperability on the fungible token and also non-fungible token. And the first NFT module in Cosmos ecosystem was built by IRISNet. That's why we work with them. Be the first one to use that module to build our marketplace. So we are supporting each other very well. That's why I think they are also actively working on some new technology in the lower level. For example, as I heard, they are working on this spec for the NFT transferability over IBC. So currently IBC network only transfer FT, those tokens directly together, but NFT transfer through the IBC is still undefined very well. So this spec is currently under review, and IRISNet is a main and driving force for that. So that's why we actually have a very strategic partnership with each other because we are more focused on the ecosystem application level, right? So they are more working on the lower level, layer one, base technology. And also they contribute those basic technology back to the whole Cosmos ecosystem. So I think that's a good partnership between us, because even though we are currently launching our Uptick testnet and soon the mainnet. So for that part, it's more for EVM part. So we will have an EVM module on Uptick chain. So that's another way to really connect the EVM world and the IBC world together. So that's why I keep saying we're building multiple chain economy model, right? So IRISNet is one of important role in this model.
Yeah, that's super clear. They don't spend a lot of effort promoting themselves. Some projects are all hype and some aren't. But it's good. It's good to reassure people that there's, it's a solid team and there's reasons why it's been chosen.
I think that the technology is pretty solid because most layer one teams, they don't really promote too heavy to themselves, right? So that's why they also need some strategic partnership on the ecosystem and the application level, right? Because this is the way to really connect the end user to the base technology, right? So That's very important. And also, in Uptick, so we are trying to play such role to really connect different ecosystem together, and also enable multiple chain and multiple token economy model, like IRISNet. So currently, maybe the NFT Uptick NFT market is biggest player to help the IRIS token holder, right, to use it,
Yeah.
and to play with that. And very soon, I would say probably next month, we are going to support more tokens, especially with Atom token or other popular Cosmos ecosystem tokens.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Brian. I think it was a good update this time. Pretty smooth, pretty short, and lots of good information.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so
have a good week, and see you later.
Yeah, have a good time over there. Yeah.
Okay.